Hello, friends. Today, I'm going to share a true story that will give you chills. This is the story of a young girl from Kerala, Kumari Indu, whose life took a horrifying turn just before her wedding. Imagine a girl, preparing for the most beautiful moment of her life, suddenly goes missing. And what happens next is an event so shocking that it will send chills down your spine. So friends, make sure to watch this story till the end. And if you're new to our channel, please subscribe. This story begins in 2012 in Kerala. A 25-year-old research scholar, Kumari Indu, had come here to study. Indu, who was exceptionally beautiful and brilliant in her studies, had come here to fulfill her dreams. However, being new to college, Indu didn't have many friends. She was focused on her studies and mostly kept to herself, but fate had something else stored for her. During this time, Indu met Subhash, who worked as an assistant at the institute. Subhash, who was a bit older than Indu, often helped her with her studies and projects. Over time, their friendship deepened, and slowly this friendship turned into love. They began spending more and more time together, and perhaps this closeness was leading the story to that terrifying turn, which no one could have anticipated. Subhash fell in love with Indu so deeply that he couldn't imagine living without her. One day, Subhash proposed marriage to Indu. Without thinking much, Indu said yes. Perhaps she didn't realize that her yes was about to change her life completely. On April 24, 2012, Subhash booked train tickets from Tiruvananthapuram to Kozhikode. His plan was to marry Indu in Kozhikode and then take her to Sikkim for their honeymoon. But Indu had no idea about this plan. Subhash thought he would surprise her. Meanwhile, something unexpected happened. Indu's parents, who considered Subhash her best friend, suddenly showed up at his house. Subhash welcomed them, but what they told him came as a huge shock. Indu's father informed him that Indu's marriage had been fixed, and this marriage was happening with Indu's consent. Saying this, he handed Subhash the wedding card. Subhash was stunned after hearing this. Subhash was filled with anger and frustration. He couldn't understand why Indu hadn't told him about her marriage. Subhash had made all the preparations, but now his dreams were falling apart. Still, he decided to talk to Indu. The next day, on April 25, 2012, Subhash and Indu met at Tiruvananthapuram railway station and boarded the train to Kozhikode. As soon as the train started, Subhash told Indu about her parents' visit and the wedding card. The color drained from Indu's face. Indu explained that she couldn't go against her family and had agreed to this marriage herself. Hearing this, Subhash became furious. His mind was consumed with the thought of why Indu had betrayed him. As their argument enhanced, Subhash suggested that they move to the gallery. It was around 2 a.m., and the two stood near the train's door. Subhash asked Indu one last time if she would marry him, but Indu firmly refused. In a fit of rage, Subhash made a horrifying decision in a split second. As the train passed over a bridge, he pushed Indu. Her head struck a pipe on the bridge and she fell into the river. Subhash realized his mistake, but by then it was too late. Meanwhile, Indu's family realized she was missing and filed a police report. 2 days later, Indu's body was found in the river. The police initially considered it a suicide, but Indu's father was not convinced. He knew his daughter well and was sure she could never take such a step. Indu's father approached the High Court, and the case was handed over to the crime branch. The crime branch team conducted a thorough investigation and discovered that Indu had injuries on the back of her head, indicating that she had been pushed. The crime branch arrested Subhash, and during interrogation, he confessed to his crime. He explained how he had pushed Indu because she didn't want to marry him. Friends, Subhash's obsession cost an innocent life. Indu, who had come to fulfill her dreams, met a tragic end in this horrific way. Friends, this story teaches us a big lesson. Sometimes our misunderstandings and decisions made in the heat of emotion can destroy someone's life. So what did you learn from this story? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this story, don't forget to like and share it. See you next time with another unique case. Until then, take care of yourselves and your loving Onis.